Whenever the failure happens, and it happens 3 times in our life, age 1 to 5, first strong suit appears, then second time between 5 to 12, and then 12 to 18. And we get 3 different strong suits. Strong suits could be sexy, charismatic, analytical, using sense of humor. There are many of them, but right now we're seeing analysis, right? And analysis helps her to survive every day. She'll do the work right, she'll go to school, get the results, but she's fully disconnected from human to human, most importantly to herself and to human relationship. Emotions and feelings, 0. It's all survival. I'm gonna push you in order to protect myself. You're not gonna get to me, you're not gonna hurt me. What happened?
If you're talking about age from 1 to 5, I don't remember my childhood at all.
Whenever something big failure happens, you can forget all of your entire childhood, but that exact incident you'll remember. 2 years old, my mother is taking me to babysitter. I cannot even speak. I start speaking at age 3 because my parents were constantly fighting physically and verbally. And so I shut down and I didn't talk because I was always feeling nervous. So my mother takes me to babysitter. And I could not even say that this babysitter was physically hurting me. She was slapping me all the time, hurting me, and I'm screaming, but my mother is still pushing me. In that moment, in my head, I felt, I don't trust you. There was no language yet. I didn't even speak, but I felt like, I don't trust you. And in the moment of failure, all my life I was like, I don't trust you. That is the defense mechanism. Make sense? Each one of us creates, the brain in order to survive creates that. And so, analysis. What happened that he said, I cannot trust you? It's either mom or dad. What comes in mind as I'm talking about it without analyzing? Which incident comes on surface?
I think like my father, because he was traveling a lot and like he was working in police and he was very strict, cold, and I mean, I didn't receive his love.
No. You see how I shared the incident? Mom is pushing me. In that moment, I'm feeling scared. And I'm like, I don't trust you. That's it. And then this defense mechanism gonna stay with me. Something happens and I feel, I cannot trust you. As I'm talking to her, I would like for you to start thinking, what is your defense mechanism? Does this make sense? Because you're gonna go into groups and start working through it. Or if you're too tired, we're gonna continue tomorrow. How are you feeling? Because I feel like you're tired, right?
No.
You're here.
I remember something.
You remember something?
Yeah.
Then share.
So when it just dawned on me, so my mom, as mean as she was,
Yeah.
I didn't trust her, scared of her. I had to depend on her, even though my mom and dad were together.
Yeah.
But she's the one that cooked. She's the one that took me to my activities. She's the one that took me shopping for clothes. So I always had to wipe out everything she did and forget everything and forgive her so I can get everything that I needed. So that's probably what I'm doing now with my ex, is I'm wiping everything out of my head.
Uh-huh. So how would you call that wiping off of your head in the other terms?
Like ignoring it, like acting like it didn't happen. I don't.
Let me help you. If you're ready to heal and live in a feminine energy and feminine flow in life, I invite you to register to the next Amrita retreat on September 29th. Please register today and receive your $300 discount. I look forward to your healing, transformation, and living life in a feminine flow and energy. See you in Turkey. Namaste. You to move here so it will be easier for you to see. All right, so now I'm gonna explain my situation, then I'm gonna move it to Olga's, okay? The way our brain works, here's what happened. This is what happened. This is the story. Actually, let's use right now my example. What happened? Age 2. My mother was pulling me to get to the babysitter that was physically hurting me. Did that happen?
Yes.
Yes, because it's a fact. It happened. Mom did blah, blah, blah. It happened. But what did I say about what was happening?
You didn't trust her.
I don't trust her. I don't trust her. Happened or not? Interpretation. Do you get it? I don't trust you. Now, what is worse? Mom was pulling me to babysitter, or I don't trust you. Do you get that? So what happens in the moment of a failure? Mom was pulling me. I said, I don't trust you. 2 collapsed. Now, it's no longer about what happened. I see her through the lens. I don't trust you. Do you get it? And so 2 collapsed, and that becomes a vicious cycle, we call it in psychology. So something happens, my mom again does something, I'm in the ballet school, I say, Mom, I want to eat a pancake. You're not going to eat pancake, you're going to be fat. Oh, I don't trust you. Do you get it? So no matter what mom does, I keep circling and circling back to I don't trust you. And all I'm doing is to checking to prove that what my interpretation is right or what happened is right. Exactly. All I'm looking now for evidence. Oh, you don't want me to eat pancakes? You don't trust me that I can succeed in ballet school? I don't trust you. Oh, you divorced dad? You're not letting me see him? I don't trust you. You are not letting me see the guy I'm falling in love? I don't trust you. You took me to the United States. I didn't want it to come here. I don't trust you. Do you get it? Looking for evidence to prove that I don't trust you. This happened, but this impacted my life. Because then it becomes not about mom anymore. Who is it becomes about? Everyone. Everyone. I don't trust you, I don't trust you, I don't trust you, I don't trust nobody. Boyfriend didn't call me on time when he said he would. I don't trust you. Boyfriend didn't pick me up at the time that he said, calls me next day, he actually had a car accident. I already checked him off. I don't trust you. Everyone, I don't trust you. Do you get it? So that's what we need to get to your incident. This is, do you remember 3 defense mechanism ages? 1 to 5, 5 to 12, 12 to 18. It happened, 3 incidences. Out of these incidences, you created your defense mechanism that runs your life. What we're going to be doing, we will be uncollapsing those 2. So you can actually see what happened, and your interpretation is no longer the same thing. Otherwise, you look at life through the analysis that I don't trust you. It's not about that. It's everyone. It's the boyfriend, it's future boyfriend, it's the girlfriend, it's future girlfriend, it's colleague, it's bosses, and it blocks you. Talking about making money, living the life, flowing, trusting your man to provide. All of this has to do with it. If you living through that, I don't trust you, or your interpretation, I don't love you, I hate you, you're a monster, whatever that you created, it's just mine was, I don't trust you. The second one was, I hate you. And we have those stories and the interpretation then runs our life. And then who is then responsible? Mom or you for creating the story? Do you get that? But we're living life that, oh, mom did and so, and dad did and so. But we created the story. She did what she did, took me to the babysitter. But I punished her, but really punished myself, not trusting anyone. Do you get it? So who wants to work this through with me? So then you can do this in a pair. Because even if you're gonna collapse one story during this retreat, you're gonna look at people that you can actually love them. You can trust them that they're not dangerous. The 2 or 3 or 4 or 5-year-old made a decision and it still impacts your life. The 5-year-old doesn't have a brain that is fully developed. For boys, it takes until 21 to fully develop their brain. Girls until 18. We mature a little bit faster. And the 5-year-old made a decision for the rest of their life that I'm not going to trust people. And we're punishing ourselves. So, Kristen or Olga, who wants to work with me to uncollapse? Your story.